Alright, so I'm just going to go through some of my Google Translation notes really quickly. So, one of the notes I have here was, at one point, Haruki calls Kazusa Toma, which, of course, is the name that he's used to, but Kazusa is obviously upset by that. Let's see. And Haruki was obviously like, well, I'm just not used to it. Kazusa says, let's do it, Haruki. Again, a lot of the language, I think, is just like, I don't know what happens in the original, because a lot of the stuff I think they're talking about, they're replacing it with just kissing, I think. So there's a lot of just lines of different kisses that they're doing. Aggressive, pinching, you know, like, there's a lot of language in there that I'm like, eh. Let's see. At one point, Kazusa says, always, forever, damn you bastard. And then Haruki, after that point, he says, I try to bring out even more cute reactions in Kazusa. And then there was that line, so they said, I won't stop now. I think this is Kazusa saying that. And then Haruki says, will you regret it? And then the next line didn't really translate well. So it said, I regret to regret it. Or I regret to regret. So I assume she's saying I would regret it if I didn't, you know, engage with whatever she's engaging with him here. And then they do the aishiteru. And then he says, now I'll keep faithful to my desires of Kazusa. And then Kazusa says, we're doing the worst thing possible right now. And then they kind of start talking about it might not be possible to see you again, but I still want to go forward with this. And then they were this close to whatever they're doing. And even in the anime, it's just they're, like, this close to, like, a kiss. And then the phone rings. And it's obviously going to interrupt whatever they're doing. And that's when Kazusa pulls him in. Here's some of the lines from that scene. The pocket of the uniform on the floor, flashing and oscillating. The electronic sound and the light falling. The people who could call me are quite limited. Of the dozens of calls that came in this year, almost 95% of them have been from like 3 people. His mom, Kazusa, and Setsuna. The moment my hands tried to extend to the uniform, on his back, 2 arms were holding him, and they pulled him in for a fierce kiss. And then he says, I can't hear anything now. We hear nothing. And Kazusa's eyes are appealing to him, her crying eyes. And then there was that line, Haruki, you're my guy now. And then he basically says, "You're always gonna be mine, Kazuza." Then Kazuza says, "I will go to Vienna tomorrow." Oh, I believe this might be Setsuna's lines. So now we're gonna get into Setsuna's part. I'll save this for another video, because I've really taken up some time here. And so in the next video, I'll basically go over Setsuna's lines.